Hi everyone, I am Bayes Sarkisyan. I am from American University of Armenia, and my group members are Anne Harutunian, Tatev Stepanyan, and Anna Grigoryan. We are from the Trust course. We are all from the Trust course, and today we'll talk about the trust in workplace, and we'll especially talk about very popular style Elon Musk Twitter takeover, the Twitter firing. Today we'll talk about the situation description. It's mainly about the case, what's the case about, that firing case. The third one is the diagnosis of trust problems. What kind of trust issues does this case create? The fourth one is the consequences of trust problems. What kind of consequences does these trust problems created and defined? And the last and most interesting and creative part are the recommendations, the solutions that we offer to rebuild and re-engineer trust in this case. So we can go to the next slide. Okay, situation description. The case is about Elon Musk firing of Twitter employees in 2022, October 25, when he bought the company. And he fired about the half of the employees, about approximately 5,500 employees. And then after that, he realized that he needs some of them and asked them to come back. And this case resulted many trust issues, not only among the remaining employees, but also the fired ones, and also the external and internal companies and stakeholders that are working with Musk companies. Also, it is essential to note that during his interviews with BBC, Elon Musk also said that firing that many employees was one of the hardest decisions for him. It was not fun at all for him. And also the main reason that he fired such huge amount of employees is cost cutting, because laying off around approximately half of the Twitter's employees was the quickest and the more efficient way to cut cost after paying about $45 billion to acquire the company. And also by doing this unreasonable change, this resulted in several trust issues which negatively impacted the company's high reputation, not only the Twitter company, but also the other companies that Musk have. So that's all about my part. So let's go to the next slide, and Tatev Stepanyan will continue me, and she will talk about the trust issues among these three fields. Thank you.
Thank you, Vahe. And now it's time to talk about who were the victims of Twitter takeover, going through the importance of them. So let's start by the following category of people who were the most affected by these changes. Those are the fired employees. When Elon Musk took over Twitter, this decision to have the company's half of the workforce was both swift and severe, as my teammate mentioned. Imagine coming to work and only to find out that your access is revoked and your employment terminated, and all without prior notice or explanation. This lack of forewarning not only conflicts with ethical norms and legal standards such as WARN Act in the United States, which mandates at least 60 days notice, but it also shattered the trust. The consequences extend beyond the immediate job loss. We, of course, will get back to it, but shortly to mention, former employees severed from the source of livelihood. They carried with them the story of their dismissal. As they move through their professional and personal circles, their stories propagate and they paint a horrible picture of a company where fairness and respect for employees seem to be in short supply. Moreover, the manner in which these layoffs were conducted can lead to legal changes, further damaging the company's public image and financial standing. The next victim of this takeover is the remaining employees. The layoffs left remaining employees in a state of uncertainty and fear, destabilizing the very foundation of their daily work environment. Trust is an essential element of any productive workplace, and it has eroded. Each day brought them with the question, if I'm the next. They didn't know, they were uncertain about their tomorrow. This constant fear can weaken an organization's operational effectiveness because employees unsure of their job security, they cannot focus fully on their responsibilities, and instead of putting their energy into the working, they worry about their future. So they do not sufficiently contribute to the company's goals. And the remaining increased workload on the remaining staff can also lead to their burnout, as fewer employees are forced to work, and they have more duties. So that's about the remaining employees. And now let's take some time to mention the external stakeholders, as if there's no trust inside the company, how can there be trust outside of the company? The abrupt and public nature of mass decisions did not only resonate internally, but also externally. For investors, these actions raised red flags about governance and the predictability of Musk's leadership style. Stock markets react poorly to uncertainty, and this lack of stability can lead to significant fluctuations in stock prices, affecting shareholder value and investor confidence. Partners and customers, on the other hand, are also external stakeholders, and they rely on consistency and reliability of their corporate allies. So when a company like Twitter, it's a big company, undergoes such drastic changes, it is like a big signal for potential instability. This impacts also the bottom line. Now I'm passing stage to Manem.
Thank you, Tatev. Now I will talk about the consequences of trust problems. The first consequence is loss of company's well-known reputation. The company used to be really famous and respected, but after this big layoffs, people don't see it the same way anymore. As a result of this immediate change, the company lost its well-known reputation in overall society. Moreover, they may be more rumors and speculations circulating among the terminated employees about the motives behind the layoffs of the future direction of the company. So people are talking, and some are guessing why the layoffs happens and what's going on to happens next. When bosses don't explain what happened clearly, it makes people trust the company even less. So the company's reputation takes a hit, and it's hard to win back people's trust when it's lost. Okay. Now let's talk about the second consequence, which is loss of motivation to work among employees. Employees become less productive and unmotivated, not being able to contribute and fulfill the company's goals. The big layoff of Elon Musk's company have made the workers feel really down. Before they were excited about their job and work hard to help the company to to become successful, and now it's vice versa. They feeling unmotivated and sad. Because of this, they are not doing as well at job, and projects are taking longer, and it's hard for the company to meet its goals. This lack of motivation is a big problem because it means that the company might not do as well in the future. If the workers are not happy and don't feel that they are making a difference, they might leave the company. And if lots of people leave, the company could struggle and cannot stay competitive. So the last consequence is decreasing in confidence of Elon Musk's companies. Having this picture, external stakeholders review their partnership with Elon Musk's company, and as a result, their confidence towards Musk's company is decreasing, and they have this risk that they might face the same fate in the future as fired employees as well. So they are thinking twice about teaming up with Elon Musk's company and to investing in them. So they worry that they might end up in the same situation as the people who go laid off. So Elon Musk's company might have trouble finding new partners for future success as well. So now Anna will continue the next part. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna Grigoran. So as Mane already mentioned the consequences, I will speak about the solution and possible recommendations for our case. So our first solution refers to fired employees. You might think, why are the fired employees very important to us? The reason is that they can spread misinformation and negative feedback about our company, which can ruin the company's reputation. So in order to rebuild trust among the fired employees, we suggest to find optimal solutions in functional sphere, such as providing recommendation letters to fired employees for their future job positions. What we mean is that the fired employees will use this recommendation letters that includes all their good job and achievements that they have done in the past, because the employees were fired just for nothing, and it would be unfair to leave them like this. So in this case, both the fired employees and the Elon Musk company will be satisfied, as the employees will get their desired job. And the company's reputation will not be ruined as much. The next solution refers to remaining employees, as they are the most important factor for our case. We suggest to focus on functional sphere by providing large employee benefits packages. What we mean is that this package will include some tuition refunds, stock options, or healthcare coverage. And due to this adjustment inside the company, Elon Musk will create an inclusive and welcoming environment and workplace full of trust, where staff members can feel motivated and empowered to continue their work in this company. Also, we suggest to pay a huge attention to 60 days rule, which refers to improvement in institutional sphere, which we mean is that the Elon Musk the company should pay a huge attention to this rule, which states that the employee should be informed 60 days before being fired. So in this case, we will avoid misunderstanding and miscommunication with our current employees within the company. And again, we will rebuild trust among the workplace. Our next suggestion refers to external stakeholders. They are also important because we want to have long-term relationship with them and trustworthy relationship. And in order to not have the misunderstanding situations such as with fired employees, and to make our stakeholders feel safe that they are not going to be fired next day as our past employees, we suggest Elon Musk company to have to identify and announce exact characteristics for their stakeholders. For example, they should list the characteristics of the stakeholders that they want to work with. In this case, they will find partners that they share the same beliefs and attitudes and ethics in the workplace, so their collaboration will be smoother, and they will build trust among their stakeholders as well. So these were our recommendations for both employees, fired and remaining employees, and our stakeholders, employees. So this is much for our presentation. Hope you like it, and it was very informative. Thank you for your attention.